welcome to Mindset Mastery. Are you ready to unlock the power of your mind and transform your life? On this channel, we dive deep into the art of mastering your mindset because your thoughts shape your reality. Whether you're looking to overcome self-doubt, build unshakable confidence, or create a life filled with purpose and joy, you're in the right place. Here, we explore practical strategies, inspiring stories, and actionable tips to help you break through limiting beliefs, embrace growth, and step into your fullest potential. Remember, the journey to mindset mastery isn't about perfection, it's about progress. So hit that subscribe button and let's embark on this transformative journey together. Your best self is waiting. Let's make it happen. Welcome to Mindset Mastery, where your mindset meets your greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing at the edge of a broken bridge. Behind you is the wreckage of a relationship that left you questioning your worth, your sanity, and your ability to trust. Ahead of you lies the unknown, a path to healing, self-discovery, and the possibility of love again. But how do you take that first step? How do you rebuild trust, not just in others, but in yourself? Today, we're going to talk about exactly that. How to trust again after leaving a narcissist. Let me tell you something right now. Healing is not a straight line. It's messy, it's painful, and it's deeply personal, but it's also possible. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by what you choose to do next. And today, I want to give you 4 key notes to guide you on this journey. 4 truths that will help you reclaim your power, your peace, and your ability to trust again. Let's get real for a moment. Leaving a narcissist is not just the end of a relationship, it's the end of a war that left you emotionally battered, mentally exhausted, and spiritually drained. You've been through something that most people can't even imagine. The manipulation, the gaslighting, the constant invalidation of your feelings, it's a lot to carry. And the first step to healing is to acknowledge that pain. You can't heal what you don't confront. But here's the thing, acknowledging the pain doesn't mean you have to stay in it. It doesn't mean you have to relive every hurtful moment or replay every cruel word. It simply means you're giving yourself permission to say, this happened to me and it was not okay. You're allowing yourself to feel the anger, the sadness, the betrayal, because those feelings are valid. They're part of your story, but they are not the whole story. You see, when you've been in a relationship with a narcissist, it's easy to get stuck in the cycle of pain. You might find yourself constantly thinking about what they did, what they said, how they made you feel. And while it's important to process those emotions, you can't let them become your identity. You are not the pain. You are not the trauma. You are so much more than that. So, how do you acknowledge the pain without living there? Start by creating space for yourself. Journal your thoughts, talk to a trusted friend or therapist, or even write a letter to your past self, one you'll never send. Get it all out. Every hurt, every fear, every doubt. And then, when you're ready, make a conscious decision to release it. This doesn't mean you'll forget what happened. It doesn't mean you'll wake up one day and everything will be fine. Healing is a process, and it takes time. But what it does mean is that you're choosing to take back control of your life. You're choosing to no longer let the pain define you. Think of it like this. The pain is a chapter in your book, but it's not the whole story. You have the power to turn the page. You have the power to write a new chapter, one filled with hope, healing, and happiness. So acknowledge the pain, honor it, but don't let it become your home. You are not meant to live in the wreckage of what happened to you. You are meant to rise from it. And that, my friend, is where your healing begins. Let's talk about trust. specifically the trust you have in yourself. After leaving a narcissist, one of the most profound wounds you carry is the erosion of your self-trust. Narcissists are masters at making you doubt your instincts, your decisions, and even your reality. They twist your thoughts, manipulate your emotions, and leave you questioning everything you once knew to be true. By the time you leave, you might feel like you can't even trust yourself to choose what to eat for dinner, let alone make bigger life decisions. But here's the truth: your intuition was never the problem. It was the toxic environment that made you doubt it. Your inner voice, that quiet but powerful guide, is still there. It may have been silenced, but it's not gone. Rebuilding trust in yourself is about reconnecting with that voice and learning to listen to it again. Start small. Trust yourself to make simple decisions. What do you want to wear today? What do you feel like eating? These may seem trivial, but every time you honor your own choices, you're sending a powerful message to yourself. I trust me. Gradually, move on to bigger decisions. Should you take that job? Should you reconnect with that friend? Should you try something new? Each time you make a decision and stand by it, you're rebuilding that muscle of self-trust. Another crucial step is to stop second-guessing yourself. Narcissists thrive on making you doubt your reality, but you don't have to live in that space anymore. When you feel confident about something, own it. When you feel uneasy about a situation, honor that feeling. Your emotions and instincts are valid, and they are there to protect you. It's also important to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Did you set a boundary today? Celebrate that. Did you make a decision without overanalyzing it? Celebrate that. Did you stand up for yourself? Celebrate that. Every time you acknowledge your progress, you're reinforcing the belief that you are capable, you are trustworthy, and you are enough. Rebuilding trust in yourself is not an overnight process. It takes time, patience, and a lot of self-compassion. There will be moments when you doubt yourself again, and that's okay. Healing is not linear. What matters is that you keep showing up for yourself. Keep listening to that inner voice. Keep honoring your choices. Because here's the thing: when you trust yourself, you create a solid foundation for everything else in your life. You become your own safe space, and when you're your own safe space, you can start to trust others again, not because you have to, but because you choose to. So take it one step at a time. Reconnect with yourself, rebuild that trust, and remember, you are worthy of your own belief, you are worthy of your own trust, and you are worthy of a life where you feel confident, secure, and at peace with yourself. Let's talk about boundaries, because if there's one thing a narcissist hates, it's a boundary. Narcissists thrive on crossing lines, ignoring limits, and making you feel like your needs don't matter. They push, they prod, and they manipulate until you're left feeling like you have no right to say no. But here's the truth: boundaries are not just important, they are essential. They are the foundation of healthy relationships, self-respect, and emotional well-being. And after leaving a narcissist, setting boundaries is not just a skill, it's a survival tool. So, what exactly are boundaries? Boundaries are the limits you set to protect your energy, your time, and your emotional health. They are the lines you draw to define what is acceptable and what is not. And they are non-negotiable. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish or rigid. It's about being clear about what you will and will not tolerate. It's about saying, this is me and this is what I need to feel safe and respected. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but what if people don't like my boundaries? What if they get upset? Let me tell you something. The people who matter will respect your boundaries, and the people who don't, they were never really on your side to begin with. Setting boundaries is a way to filter out the toxic people and make space for the ones who truly care about you. Start by identifying what your boundaries are. What makes you feel uncomfortable? What drains your energy? What are you no longer willing to accept? Write them down. Be specific. For example, maybe you're no longer willing to engage in conversations that feel manipulative or dismissive. Maybe you're no longer willing to sacrifice your time for people who don't appreciate it. Whatever it is, get clear on it. Next, communicate your boundaries clearly and confidently. You don't have to apologize for them, and you don't have to justify them. A simple, "this is what I need," or "this is not okay with me," is enough. And if someone pushes back, stand firm. Remember, boundaries are not up for debate. They are a reflection of your self-respect. But here's the hard part: enforcing your boundaries. This is where a lot of us struggle, especially if we've spent years in a relationship where our boundaries were ignored. It's uncomfortable at first. It might even feel scary. But every time you enforce a boundary, you're sending a powerful message to yourself and others. I matter, my needs matter, my peace matters. And let's be real. There will be people who test your boundaries. They might guilt trip you, manipulate you, or try to make you feel bad for standing your ground. But here's the thing: their reaction is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to protect your energy and honor your needs. Setting boundaries is not just about keeping toxic people out. It's about letting the right people in. It's about creating a space where you feel safe, respected, and valued. And when you do that, you'll find that your relationships become healthier, your energy becomes stronger, and your life becomes more peaceful. So set those boundaries, set them like your life depends on it, because it does. You are worth protecting, you are worth respecting, and you are worth every boundary you set. Let's talk about hope, because after leaving a narcissist, hope can feel like a dangerous thing. You've been through a relationship that shattered your trust, drained your spirit, and left you questioning whether love can ever be safe again. It's natural to feel guarded, to build walls around your heart, and to tell yourself, "I'll never let anyone in again." But here's the truth: hope is not your enemy. It's your lifeline. It's the spark that reminds you that healing is possible, that love is possible, and that you are worthy of both. Hope is not about ignoring what happened to you. It's not about pretending that everything is fine or rushing into a new relationship before you're ready. Hope is about believing in the possibility of something better. It's about looking at the broken pieces of your past and saying, "I can rebuild, I can grow, I can thrive." It's about daring to dream again, even if that dream feels small and fragile at first. So, how do you start to hope again? Begin by giving yourself permission to feel. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be cautious. But it's also okay to feel a flicker of excitement about the future. Maybe it's the idea of rediscovering a hobby you love. Maybe it's the thought of meeting new people who respect and value you. Maybe it's simply the hope of waking up one day and feeling at peace with yourself. Whatever it is, hold on to it. Let it remind you that there is more to life than what you've been through. Next, surround yourself with people who inspire hope. Seek out friends, family, or support groups who uplift you, who remind you of your strength, and who show you what healthy relationships look like. Hope is contagious, and when you're around people who believe in you, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. It's also important to challenge the negative beliefs that the narcissist planted in your mind. They may have told you that you're unlovable, that you're too much, or that you'll never find happiness without them. But those are lies. You are worthy of love, you are worthy of respect, and you are worthy of a life filled with joy. Every time you challenge those negative beliefs, you're making space for hope to grow. Finally, take small steps toward the future. Hope doesn't have to mean jumping into a new relationship or making grand plans. It can be as simple as trying something new, setting a goal for yourself, or allowing yourself to smile at the thought of what's to come. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a declaration that you believe in the possibility of something better. Here's the thing, hope is not naive. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of courage. It takes courage to believe in something you can't yet see. It takes courage to open your heart again after it's been broken. And it takes courage to say, I deserve more. So give yourself permission to hope again. Let it guide you, let it heal you, and let it remind you that your story is far from over. The best is yet to come. And you, my friend, are worth every bit of that hope. So, as you stand at the edge of that broken bridge, remember this. You don't have to cross it all at once. Take one step at a time. Acknowledge the pain, rebuild trust in yourself, set boundaries, and dare to hope. The journey to trusting again is not about forgetting what happened. It's about remembering who you are. And who you are is someone worthy of love, respect, and a life filled with joy. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath in and out. Feel that? That's your power, that's your strength, and that's your reminder that you are not alone. You've got this, and I'm rooting for you every step of the way. Thank you.